Hey guys, welcome to JPlays. I am Iceman. This is my playthrough of Terminator Resistance. We're currently on the search for John Connor to pass on the information of where their main base of operations. What do you call it?
Anyone receiving me? This is Sergeant Jacob Rivers, DN 46890. Anyone out there?
So hopefully, this is another one of those free moving levels. At this point, I've got just about, I think I've got everything maxed. Got stealth maxed, weapons maxed, explosives maxed, lockpick, crafting, hacking, backpack, and toughness. And the only ones I haven't done is these three.
Skynet got to them.
Yeah, it's looking like a linear level.
If anyone's hearing this, please respond. Is anyone else out there? God damn it. Ah!
What?
Look, we got one.
He's wearing a resistance uniform.
Who did you kill to get that, you filthy machine?
No, don't! Wait, he's human!
Sorry about that, Sergeant. The infiltrators took some of our key positions, so we're extra cautious. If we'd known that you were joining us in the North Division, that would have never happened.
You know who I am.
We all do, Sergeant Rivers. John Connor told us about you. He said you'd come and bring those coordinates.
How did he know I'd have them?
That you'll have to ask him yourself. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Actually get to meet John Connor. Wonder what he looks like in this one. Wonder if he's the Terminator 2 version of that has the scar down from his eye.
That's him, the one Connor's been talking about.
Sergeant.
Ah, he has a scar.
Commander,
Sergeant Rivers, I've been expecting you. I took the liberty of collecting the Central Core's coordinates you brought us. I hope you don't mind.
not at all. Are we preparing to attack the core?
I've sent a unit to do that. We're getting ready to strike the time displacement equipment. Very soon Skynet will realize that they're losing this war, so they'll try to send infiltrators back in time to prevent that from happening.
Do we stand a chance?
Thanks to the security codes that Mac provided, we've been able to seize control of an HK tank for the first time. It should give us the advantage against Skynet's defense grid. We'll smash it once and for all. I understand that all this might be confusing to you, so if you have any questions, now's the time to ask them.
How did you know that the Central Core wasn't at the observatory?
Understanding the changing nature of time travel made me anticipate the most unexpected events. So when I learned from a mutual friend of ours that a Terminator was sent back to our time, I suspected the future I was told would change.
What do you mean?
When that infiltrator connected to Skynet, it warned them about the attack on the observatory. They had to move the Central Core, otherwise they would lose again. Unfortunately, the intel we received came at a cost. But if there was any other way, I would have taken it gladly.
Who is the stranger?
In one alternative future, we reached the time displacement equipment and sent our soldiers back in time. Like always, the mission was to assure the safety of the people Skynet marked for termination. One of whom was you. Knowing the importance of your mission, many volunteered to go back. So I took it upon myself to choose a protector from among them. And the one I chose was you. You are the one you call stranger.
Yeah, I thought so.
Why am I targeted for termination?
You're the one who discovered the true location of the Central Core. You're the messenger of the intel that could lead to Skynet's downfall. I'm sure you'll figure out the rest when the time comes. But right now, I want you to get ready. Tonight, soldier, we stop Skynet.
Yeah, the key is stopping Skynet from going back in time. Do that, and then you can stop him for good. If you can't go back and change the past, then you can't affect the future.
124 are on their way to the Central Core.
Then we better get ready. Take whatever you need, Sergeant.
Oh. That'll be just about do me, I think. Don't really need the rest. As long as I got my trusty sniper rifle, I'm happy.
Sergeant Rivers, it's time. I want you to take a team of my soldiers and fight your way to Skynet's defense grid. We have to destroy those turrets to get to the TDE, but don't worry. We'll provide the support. It's in your hands now, Rivers. Follow me.
Commander?
Commander.
I have to say, it is great to play a Terminator game that's all based around the first movie. The vast majority of Terminator games that are out there are heavily influenced by Terminator 2, not 1.
It has to end tonight.
No fate but what we make.
The defense grid. I see it.
Infiltrator out there.
Watch the flanks! Drones!
There's more of them!
Commander, the first sector is secured.
All right, Rivers. Continue the offensive. Preparing to send in the tank.
Watch out!
Zero in on that T-47!
Another sector cleared.
That's good to hear, Sergeant. The HK tank just went online. You've gotta keep going.
That's the plan.
Aerial, down it! Perfect timing! T-47 ahead!
Two of them!
Sergeant, I got a visual on the defense grid turrets.
Commander, the defense grid is active. We can't go through. No way, no how.
HK tank is on its way. Hold your position.
Aerial! Sergeant, we need backup!
Hang in there!
Watch out for that defense grid! Pull back! Pull back! The defense grid is smashed!
Rivers, status.
We breached the defense grid, Commander.
Good. That HK will accompany you. Proceed forward. Remember, this is not over yet.
You gotta love that music.
Check your fire! That tank is ours!
Oh. What? How did he shoot me through a wall?
Check your fire! That tank is ours!
Wow.
Push forward!
intel from the 124. They've located the central core. It was at the coordinates you gave. They'll strike soon. Continue with the offensive.
Everyone, on me!
This is it! That's the lab that keeps the time displacement thing!
Spread out!
Skynet's starting to send Terminators back.
Suppressive fire!
The first Terminator just went through. Another one!
We're almost there!
The third Terminator has been sent. I repeat, the third Terminator has been sent.
Rockets! They're heading this way! Ah!
Three Terminators got sent back.
Commander, what's going on?
The 124 destroyed the central core and stopped Skynet.
So is the war over?
For some of us, yes. But just before we destroyed the core, Skynet managed to send 3 Terminators back in time. The only thing in our power now is to send the Protectors to meet them.
Protectors?
The ones that will assure the safety of the people marked for termination. The first Protector has to be Sergeant Kyle Reese. He'll go after the T-800 that's targeting my mother as we speak. By killing her, Skynet will try to erase me from ever existing. The second one will seek to destroy the T-1000.
T-1000?
A Terminator made of mimetic polyalloy, sent back to kill me as a child. A single prototype created by Skynet. It's too powerful for a single human being. That's why we'll have to send a Terminator of our own. Do you have that CPU that Mac reprogrammed?
I do. You want to send a Terminator to protect you yourself? Wouldn't you be afraid?
I will be. Then, there's the matter of the infiltrator that we sent after you. The war can end for you right now, but the question is, are you willing to sacrifice your future to protect your past? By being here, you've already proven that this is not beyond your capabilities. I'll leave the decision up to you.
Will I be able to fix my past mistakes?
I always believe that the future's not set. There's no fate but what we make for ourselves. You do have the power to change it, and protect the ones you care about. So, what will it be then?
I'll do it. I'll go back. Until no one can kill me this time around.
Let us begin then.
And the cycle continues.
John Connor prepared the time displacement equipment to send protectors back in time. He knew that the final battle would not be fought here, but in the past. A resistance soldier named Kyle Reese was the first man to go back to 1984. His objective was to protect Sarah Connor, John's mother. The second one was not a man, but a Terminator. Using the chip Dr. Mack reprogrammed, we took control of a single infiltrator unit, Cyberdyne Systems Model 101. It was sent back to 1995 to intercept the sole T-1000 prototype and protect a young John Connor. I couldn't have someone risk their life to protect me. That's why I decided to go myself. It gave me a chance to right the wrongs of my actions. After 30 years, this war against the machines is finally over. But not all of us lived to see the end of it. We never found Baron's body in the shelter. She never stopped fighting, and if she's still alive, I doubt she ever will. She was the leader we needed in wartime, but I'm not sure if she'll find a place during this time of peace. I lied to Erin about her husband to make her leave the shelter. I saved her life, but at what cost? Was it my place to intervene and give her false hope? Ryan was kicked out of the shelter because of me. I hope that one day I will have a chance to explain to him why I did that. Jennifer and Patrick left before the attack. I'm glad I convinced her to leave. I hope that our paths will cross sometime soon. Baron asked me to kill Mac, but I couldn't do it. He left soon after my warning, only to be captured by Skynet. We found him alive in one of Skynet's prisons. And as for me, it was time to start over. Listen to me if you want to live.
Just gonna put the volume down a bit. So that was Terminator Resistance. This, by far, is the best Terminator game that I've ever played. I've played a lot of Terminator games in my lifetime. I mean, considering that the first movie came out when I was barely even born. I think it came out in like 83 and I was, yeah, born not too long before that. I've grown up with Terminator, and the first Terminator film was the one that I got to watch first, and I absolutely loved it. Got to see Terminator 2 in an actual cinemas. I think that was the first movie me and my dad ever went to. And that's a fantastic film as well. But it's a different kind of film. It's an action film, whereas the first one's more like a slasher flick kind of thing. And has much more horror elements in it. I'd almost call it a horror movie. Actually, I probably would. Yeah, and the first one has a lot more glimpses into the future with the Future War, and the music's very different. You know, number 2 goes for Guns N' Roses and a really pumping kind of sound. Whereas the first has more of a somber and much more scary kind of sound. I don't know. Very different. Completely different film. A bit like Alien and Aliens, they're very, very different films. Both great in their own right, but very different. And Terminator 1 and 2 were very different films, and both are great for their own reasons. But I prefer the first one, because I love me some slasher flicks, and plus, The first was the only one, was the first that I saw, and also it's the only movie that I know of where Arnie was the bad guy. He always plays the good guy in everything. But the first Terminator film, he was a bad guy, and he did it well. Like he was the perfect person for that role. And I just love the cast all around. You know, Michael Biehn as Kyle Reese, Linda Hamilton as Sarah Connor. Perfect. And the guys that played the police chiefs, they were great. Lance Henriksen, I can't remember the actor's name for the African American guy. Yeah, but and the what is it? The therapist guy or psychologist, who was also in the second film. But yeah, I've absolutely adored this game. With its music, the open world gameplay. That's where this game shines most, where you can just walk around and do whatever you and take on things freely. Very Fallouty, kinda. There's a degree of choice, but only limited choice. But still, this has been really fun to play. The skill system's excellent. Everything you can put skills into other than leveling up faster is worthwhile. All the weapons are great. Got some good sniper rifles. The combat's excellent. Yeah, there's very little I would critique this game on. And I just love to play a game that has the first game the first movie as its inspiration. I don't think I played another one which had that. I mean, there are games based on the first movie, but there's not many of them. Alright, anyway. It has been an absolute blast, as I said, to play this. I would definitely play this game again. This is really fun. Now there's still the DLC to play as, which is Infiltrator mode. So I am going to play that. Got a little bit of time left. So I'll end this video and then the next one will be trying out Infiltrator mode. So until then guys, have a good one.